Hey, and welcome to Inacore Gaming. Today we are back in Astrox Imperium. There has been another update. The developer has this is an early access game. It's an in development game, so there are continuous improvements. That's one of the great things about it. We get to check them out. And let's see. Before I get started, let me make sure to tell you that the developer, and I hope you're saying his name right, Jace Masula, he can explain the changes he made much better in his own words. And if you would like to check out his devlog, there's a link to it on my channel. Look on the right hand side of the channel to favored or something. Anyway, there's a link there to Jace, Jace Masula, Masula, Jace Masula. He is the developer of the game, and if you want to see and hear all the changes in his words, I encourage you to check out the channel, the link to his channel, and show him some love. Give him some comments and likes. It helps him on his channel as well. So let's see. I'm certainly not going to be able to show you all the things that he did, but there are a couple of things like you can reload the game now. So you're saved. If I understood what he was saying, it saves when you enter a station, it saves when you leave a station. So if you leave a station and something happens while you're out, you could reload your game and be back. Basically, you're back up to that last save. And then here's a self-destruct. If you get caught somewhere and you know for sure that you're not going to make it back to a station, why do you have to wait till you die, basically, which could take, who knows, many seconds. It depends on where you are and how far you have to go, I guess. But once you're certain that you can't make it, he's been nice enough to give us a self-destruct, so you can just self-destruct your ship and then have the options of what to do since you've died. I don't know if he said this is different. I don't remember what it looked like. So this percentage matches with the bar, and then if you want to see the exact number, you can just hover over these little icons, and it gives you the information of how much each of those is worth. He indicated that all carriers will now have drones and drone specials, but apparently it did not. Already it was in a carrier. He was showing us one in a shipyard, so I'm wondering if he updated all the ships in the shipyard. But if you already own one, then it's defaulted back to having no specials, because basically the specials that he gave it were all drone skills. Increase the drone strength, increase its shields, increase its range, increase its resistance, its whatever. And depending on what kind of carrier it is, whether it's a battle carrier or a transport carrier or a pirate carrier or etc., the skills changed based on the kind of carrier it is. Like the excavator carrier has a huge boost to the drone cargo, which makes a lot of sense, right? the more cargo you have, the better off. So that was really nice. I did notice I was just in this station, this Star Shepherd's headquarters, and the last time we were here, he had not updated it, but I did notice that, boom, we are now in one of the vertical stations here, even in Void Starcross. So that's cool. He's made a change to these stations, which he said he was going to, and he did. So that's nice. There was a whole bunch of stuff about the market that I don't really understand. Like, you can click on data. Now this part I got. Like, in this station is making flight control computers. And what this station really wants is colored dye, communication devices, blah blah blah. What I don't really understand is what is the difference in this and set to buy orders or sell orders, which there are none. But obviously these are things being made here, so you can't really sell them here. You won't bring you money. But if you have any of these things, this is where you would want to bring them to a station where that's demanding. I don't know. I thought there would be buy and sell orders, so that's kind of confusing to me. One of the things that they made. Let's go to a different station. This station doesn't have all the things I want to see. It's a vertical one. That's why I wanted to show it to you. But so let's go to this one. Will do it. I think this one will be okay. We'll go to the Starbase Corporate Center. Oh, and it also is vertical. Okay. But it does have a university, and we now have a respec. But it says this feature will allow your pilot and reset it. Once the character is complete, it cannot be undone. All of the skills will be removed, including the starting pilot skills. You will be required to locate and retrain the skills that you wish to recover. You may lose the ability to use modules. This will also affect the ship that you're allowed. Station services, storage space, and other various features will also reset. Make sure you really want to reset your character before proceeding with the respec of your character skill points. And now one of the requirements is that you be in a shuttle. So you'll have to buy a shuttle and then get into that shuttle as your active ship, because some of the skills that you learn, like you would lose your escort skill, and you got to have at least one in it to fly an escort. So if you're in an escort and you'd be kicked out of it. And I don't know I don't think it'll let you. It won't even let you do that. So it won't let you respec until you're in a shuttle. So that's pretty good. So that's neat. Showed you these new things under the general tab. Escort, frigate, no carriers. See, like this utility miner has ship specials. And so supposedly all the carriers, at least that was I thought that he said all the carriers were getting ship specials, but like this escort doesn't have. This escort does have. So maybe it has to do with the kind of carrier that I'm in. I thought all carriers were going to get something. But maybe that's not the way it was. Maybe I misunderstood. Don't know. The market, see that? So like buy order. So if you're able to fill this, you get this. This particular station is wants these things. No, these things are being made here. Supply. These things are being made here. These things are in demand here. So, how this differs from the buy orders, I'm not really sure. Plastics, promethium, and uranium are all in this buy order. And if I look, on demand is plastics, promethium, and uranium. So, looks to me like if you were, I mean, of course, in his words, in his own words, if you satisfy these, you'll make more money. And then he also said something about, you see how these base prices and then these things are, so if your base price is 18 and your sell price is 4, he's made these very affordable to purchase. So they're being made here and then selling in the market at 65, but you can buy them for 15. So if you can find a place where they're in demand, you can now make money trading, right? It looks to me like you could come here, buy a whole ship cargo full of small electronics at 65, at 15.7, and then find a station, which again is, besides going to each one and looking, I don't know how you find one, but you find a station that is demanding small electronics, and here they're paying, the base price is 2.2, they're paying 5. 29, they're paying 74. So even though the base price is, so if you buy it at 15, and even though the base price is 65, you may be able to sell it for 75, 85, who knows, and make serious profit just in trading. So that's an interesting facet of the game that I have not explored yet. Can't really think of anything else that he showed us. Again, one last time, if you would like to really know exactly what changes were made, you should listen to Jace tell you in his own words. And there is a link on the front page of my channel to Jace Masula's YouTube channel where his devlogs are being posted. I encourage you to go there, watch him, and give him likes. I'm going to pause my video right now. We're going to get out of this character and back into the one that we've been playing, and see if we can't do a little something in it, and then we'll end the video. Hang tight, be right back. Okay, we're back, and I have not imported this pilot into the latest build. However, as you can see, he is now in a vertical station, and looks like we have the self-destruct button, we have the reload game button, we have a respec button, so it's almost like he is in the latest game. So I'm not sure the advantage, and we're in a vertical station, right? So I'm not sure exactly what importing your character does if the stuff is gonna be here anyway. Don't really know. It definitely appears like that I lost all of the stuff that I had when I last imported. So if we go to the market, go to data, we can see, but you know, I tried to sell stuff here last time and it basically said, I don't want that stuff. This station currently does not stock this item. Heavily discounted price. So we don't want to sell that stuff here. Where else did we have stuff? We also was doing it, we were doing it at the Proctor Center? I don't remember. Was it here? I think it was here. Let's head over there. Maybe we can sell this stuff at this station. Thought once you selected this stuff that it was going to remember all this, but apparently that's not true. Nothing in storage. Is there a refinery? I don't even see a refinery here. No refinery here, huh? Okay. Does that mean we were over there? Maybe that's where we were. Let's go there. I want to know who those guys were. Who were the ones who built that thing? Because that's definitely not natural formation. And what I can't really believe, is kind of unbelievable to me, that there would be that great big thing sitting there and that what we would have is space stations. I mean, I would think that what we would have was a whole bunch of people tearing that thing into pieces, using it for whatever reasons, you know, using it for lots of different things. Aha. Oh, and it's still going. What? Well, that's interesting. Can we sell this stuff here? Looks like we can. Good, good, good. If we go to the refinery, stop it. Let's move this stuff to here. Activate it again. Go back to the market. How about the carbon? It cannot be sold here. Okay, that's fine. But we'll sell the hydrogen here. We'll sell the water here. Okay. Back to Biomate? Sure, why not? We'll go back to Biomate. slowly building up my money. I eventually want to get into a frigate. Oh, I want to be in a carrier, but I guess that I will have to start looking at doing more quests, doing more missions. Something that I need to be pushed out into the other zones. And I guess a really good way of getting pushed out into the other zone is by accepting a mission there and then going there. So we may not import this character into the new builds, no, at least not very often, because every time you do that, you lose your map, you lose your stuff, it's not on your ship, you lose your faction. So it's kind of it's a sort of a neat thing to be able to check out some of the cool features in the game that he's adding, but it's also debilitating in a playthrough, especially since we can show you the updates with our other character and then just keep playing this character. Maybe once we get 10 builds behind, 5 builds behind, 20, I don't know. At some point, once we say, oh, well, this we really need to import, maybe we can do it at that point and hold off until then. Let's sell a carbon. Okay. Very nice. Well, about the only thing we could do, like, see, probably what we're gonna do, extract special Xenox ore and bit cola. The problem that we have is that we only have 389 life support, so bit cola is probably fairly toxic to us. We don't have to be there long, but and these missions will probably be gone. Well, I know we could do that one for 76,000. Could do this one for 26,000. So maybe that's what we'll do next time. Is we will take a couple of missions that push us out of our safe little zone that we're in and push us into some danger in order to accomplish. And that'll be fun. It'll help us. It'll do several things. It'll give us an increase in money. It will give us a chance to get out and explore the universe a little bit. So I think I'm in an escort still. So really, the utility is the next thing I'm moving up to, right? Yeah. So 1 million to get into a utility, almost 2. So we're maybe a fourth of the way to a new ship. Cool. Hey, it's good to have goals, right? Thank you so much for tuning in. I hope you enjoyed this quick look at Astrox Imperium. I don't expect an update next week, so next week's video will be us doing things, not just looking at features. It'll actually be performing some type of action, missions, or we'll be mining, or we'll be doing something that will be playing the game. And so something to look forward to, right? Thanks so much for tuning in. If you like this, please give it a thumbs up. Leave a comment. I do read them and respond to most of them. There's not that many at the moment, so responding is no problem. The more comments I get, the less able I will be to respond. But at this point, you probably will get a response to your comment. Also consider subscribing to the channel. Click the little notification bell and the system will notify you when more videos are onto the channel. And as always, I encourage you to find a place of worship where you feel both comfortable and welcome. I encourage you to attend it regularly with an open heart and an open mind, and I think you will. I think you can find that to be both rewarding and fulfilling. And I hope that no matter what is going on in your life, whether your life is blessed beyond measure or whether your life is tragic beyond belief, I believe there's an even better life for you. Better than your blessed one, better than your tragic one. There is a better life for you. It just requires you to grab it. Thank you so much for tuning in. I hope you've enjoyed this. Certainly the thought of you watching and being entertained really is one of the reasons I do this. It's a big hobby for me. I would probably do it even if no one ever watched the video, but I do get enjoyment in the fact that you watch it and get enjoyment. So thank you for tuning in, and I will be here again very soon. So until next time, see ya.